So now how do we find this arc here to be drawn on this panel here? Remember, here we have this, but it must be on the wall. Therefore, what we need to have done is we first need to divide this into 6 equal parts. Firstly, we're going to use a 60 degrees, and then we do one part as a 30 degrees. So it is now divided into these two parts. Now if you do those two, it becomes easy, because now you can simply take this line across to that corner. So that's how you get your other 60. Then you take this height, you take it across, that's how you get your other 30. So basically that's how we divide it into 6 equal parts. So I'm going to move this because you would have taken it right across. So we then take from that circumference to the center line as a vertical line. Repeat the same thing here. Take it to that vertical center line. Then repeat the same thing here from the circumference to the center line. Repeat the same thing here. Take that down to the center line. Now it means we need this. We need to know these distances. So that's 2. So with your compass, you're going to take that distance and you'll repeat from that distance as to how much is that distance. That's 6. And repeat from that distance to that distance. That's 9. So we're going to need this later on. So what we will then do is we must understand that that's 0. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we may now understand that this is where it is here. That's the start, moving towards the center line. First one is 9 and the other one is 6. So what I'll do is I'll take the distances from the center line. There was 9 and the other one is 6. So the other one is 6. So I've got those distances now. So just to double check if it's correct, the first one from the center is 9. The next one is 6, and I don't need to know that one because I've got that done already. So it's 9 and 6. So I'll repeat the same thing here on the left hand side. First one is 9. So I'm going to offset this, say 9, and the next one must be 6. Now I've got these points. Now you will need to do that, and then obviously you are drawing lines there like that. That's a center line. You leave it. That's what we need. That's what we need. And obviously that must be cut. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. You also don't need that. That's gone, and that's gone. Now all these points must go to SP. So I'm going to take the first one, that one there in front. It must come to SP, station point. The next one, likewise, station point. I'm going to deal with the front only. That point goes to station point, and then it goes up to the center, station point. Now from that side also we're going to station point, and likewise here it going to station point, and your last line must also go to that station point. We said here it may get too busy, so what I do is I take these lines away, so that my drawing space is always clear. Now that will be my drawing space. However, now what we are facing is that this corner is not touching picture plane. Therefore, we'll need to use the height method. So I'm going to take this to picture plane and take it to the ground line, then it goes to RVP. That's my point. So every line from here will go to this line. Everything that I take now, let's start. Like this point here. This will go to that height line. That's the center. And it goes to RVP. So that when I project this first corner, it comes down right there. Right? Then I do the same thing on the right hand side, just to know that the size of that opening, it comes down there. So now I've got this point and that point. Just so that it becomes clear right at the beginning, can I erase this? Now that's my opening now. That's what it looks like. Now I need to get that part up. So what will I do then? So I'm going to take this height here, that's number 1, to that position here, where my height line is. Then take it to RVP. When I do that, now I will bring the 2 lines, 1, 2, left and right. So I'm going to bring this point to this position. And I'm going to bring this point to that position. So now I'm getting these 2 points. Now for me to get the next line, I'm going to be doing the same thing. That height goes to this height line. Then it goes to RVP. Now I'm taking the inner 2 lines, 1 left and 1 on the right hand side. So this comes down to that line. And I will do the same thing. This will come down to that position. Now it's the last line, which is on top. So I'm going to take this line to the height line. Then from the height line, it goes to RVP. And that becomes my center line, the middle line. So I'm going to take this line, which needs to come down to this center. And there we go. I've got all my points. So what I'm going to do now, I normally use my free hand. From there, it comes here, join freehand, or use your flexi curve, goes there, it goes there, and it goes there. And that's what I needed. So I want to make this dark quickly so that it makes sense to you. So that's what I needed. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to match this to be white. Match that. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. Now, this is now my opening. So this method here, it goes with a height line and it goes across. Now you'll understand that this line has got a depth. So I need that corner, that corner, that corner, and those corners coming to station point. So before I do that, I need to take this corner to LVP. Now LVP, so now we have taken this point back to LVP. So let's change it to a different color. Let's make this color and make sure that when we take the point, it's a different color, because now we're dealing with the back line. So let's make it that color. So now if we're dealing with that line at the back, it means this line now needs to go to the station point. That point must go now to the station point. There we go. And so as the next point, which needs to go to the station point. So now those 2 lines going to station point means I now have to mesh them here at the back. So I'm going to draw a line from the picture plane coming down coming down to that position for now, then I need to start and get this line here to my, that it meets the brown line, and that's 90 degrees. So now I can safely say that I have the start position here. If you may, let me just move this away. So you'll notice that I've now have the thickness of that. So all I did now is to go across. Now this line here, that's the point we're looking for. If this point is now there, so all we're going to do is take each corner, take it to LVP, take the next corner. Now we've found the point there. Take this corner to LVP again. So it means now we've got these 2 points. If I may just show you quickly this, that's where it ends. Therefore, that's the point. And that's where it started. That's the point. Remember, this will now be dark. So now I need to have the next point. So it means this corner now needs to go to LVP. So I have to take the next corner, which is this point, to the station point. Now that's my station point. So that when I bring this corner, this point down, it must meet with this line here. And this line here, to be precise, it's here. Now that's the point. So the last line that I need to bring down is the center. Now this point here now needs to come to the station point. Now that's where the station point is. Then from the center, I will need to take this to LVP. Now from LVP, now that I have taken to LVP, now I need to take it from the picture plane. From the picture plane, it must now go to this center line, which is this line. And there we go. Now we need to use a flexi curve or a freehand to join from that point to that point, coming there and going there. That should be the last one. And now that's the inner side. Now we don't see after this part here, so we're gonna delete this so that it doesn't make it dark. So now let us match it, so that point and that's how we find that part there. Now to complete this drawing, let us move this line so that this is drawn dark on its own. Therefore, let us match this, match it. Now that's dark. Now yes, that's dark, and that must be dark. So this is what we were looking for in terms of getting that arc. Thank you.